Jump outside now on this First Alert Weather Day.
And here with all the details for this active week in the valley is meteorologist Lisa Green. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Yes, we are worried about wind today, and we will be again later this week. And there are issues that are going to be surrounding that with precip, and today fire weather concerns as well. So this morning it's nice and quiet. If you do not want to have to deal with the wind today, morning hours, that's your time. Really, we're looking at some quiet conditions. Midday and beyond is when that wind starts to pick up. We'll talk about that timing coming up here, and then the fire danger as well, a concern here for those of us in the southern end of the valley especially. So let's take a look at our wind. It is going to be on that brisk side today, but right now it's only as high as 15 miles per hour in Langdon, a gust or a steady speed of 15 there out of the southwest. Most of our wind out of the south or southwest right now. Waiting on that cold front to sweep in later on and bring a wind shift. We're looking at temperatures into the 30s to even some 40s. Grand Forks is at 40 degrees right now. It's 36 degrees in Fargo, and most of us in the valley above freezing here to start off our day. Look at our radar and satellite map. Not much to show you right now. Just a few clouds sweeping through. A lot of places seeing some light or thin clouds, so we'll have some filtered sunshine to start off this morning. So let's get right to it on our forecast here. Expect to have conditions that are going to be starting off rather quiet, but as the day goes on, things will be changing. So moving on into mid-morning, temperatures again on that mild side. We'll see that wind starting to gust 20s, 30s by midday, and temperatures will be ranging from some 40s to some 50s in the valley by lunch hour. You can see just barely on the top of the screen there, that blue, that's the front. That's going to start moving to the south and east as the day goes on. This is 3 p.m. and notice this big temperature difference we've got going on at this point. In the southern valley, we're in the 50s and 60s and some sunshine there. Northern valley, we're more likely into the 20s to some 30s coming up for the afternoon hours. So it's possible you're warmer now along the international border than you will be this afternoon with the cold front sweeping through. And that again increases our chances for wind. And then with temperatures dropping, that possibility, you see blue on the map, for some snow sweeping through as that wind is as well. So got some concerns about lower visibility as that snow is falling right around the time we get into the evening drive tonight. This is heading into the 6 o'clock hour. You can see some snow this evening there. Southern valley, we could see a few flakes, but the better bet again is in the north, and you can see in the south it may even be transitioning over to a little bit of rain or a light mix at that point. That sweeps through, and then by the time we get into the nighttime hours tonight, we're looking at the chances for precip moving on. Still on the windy side, still getting gusts 30s to 40 miles per hour, but it will start to come down with that colder air taking over as we make our way into tomorrow morning. Look at some of our morning lows, some single digits, just barely above zero in the north. So some changes happening over the next 24 hours, big changes. We'll take a look at the wind timing coming up in just 30 seconds, but your forecast is sponsored by Innovative Basement Authority.
Well, that was too close. If we keep waiting, it'll get one of us.
I know these things can be a real hazard, but groundwater does this to concrete all the time.
Water did this.
But it's okay. You can lift it back up.
Well, let's get lifting.
Let's do it.
The effects of water can be surprising, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. For a limited time, get $500 off any repairs when you call or go online today.
So again, the wind is going to be a big factor for all of us today. And if today is your garbage day, well, here's a look at what may be happening to your trash can as the day goes on. We might see it down in your neighbor's yard or down the street, depending on how strong those wind gusts happen to be. But we're looking at gusts that'll be picking up through the day. So this morning, starting to see gusts 20s to 30 miles per hour by midday. Some of us may be around 40. It's drive time this evening that we could see some of our strongest wind speeds and gusts. And notice that wind direction turning northerly behind the front. We're looking at gusts in that 40s to even 50s plus miles per hour, and that's especially the case around the immediate Red River Valley and in eastern North Dakota. Not as windy to the east, but still a windy day as well. So we'll continue to talk about this morning and the next system coming up in your 11-day planner.
Good reminder for garbage day.
Yeah.